Hello, and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. If you want to check out my live stream, check out the link in my description and in the comments. Let's actually get on to the news because we got four pieces of news to actually cover today. So, first of all, Icon might have gained a huge use case. It was tweeted in Korea that after 21 years, Korea's accredited certification, which is used by every single Korean citizen, more than 50 million of them for ID authentication in all online interactions, has been abolished by Congress. But they're going to replace it with something, and I think we might know what that is. Icon's My ID is the only DID consortium to be approved by Korea's FSC. Korea's FSC is their SEC equivalent here. So Icon is the only ID system that's actually approved by the SEC, and their accredited certification, which is used by every Korean citizen, has been suddenly abolished by Congress. So Korea might be thinking, you know what, we're going to use this new technology. We're going to use this Icon ID, My Icon ID, because this My Icon ID thing has a huge alliance behind it. Now, this will take some time to implement, but since it's Korea and not a bigger country like China or the United States, it might be shorter. So we might be seeing a lot of activity from Icon. And Icon, if you see it pumping, it might be because of this, because there's a lot of FOMO coming into Icon. So sooner, maybe soon, that maybe within the next year or two, every single Korean citizen might be using Icon's My ID. That's 50 million people. I know it's not like 1.3 billion, but 50 million, still a lot, and much more usage than most cryptocurrencies out there. So Icon My ID, excellent news. Very, very bullish in my opinion. So the next thing is Vechain. We see new products at Walmart/Sam's Club. This one, the confirmed one, is actually pigeon eggs. There's actually a QR code and a barcode. I know that pigeon eggs aren't actually eaten too much in the United States, but in China and in a lot of Asia, there's different bird eggs besides like chicken eggs that actually get eaten. So pigeon eggs, it's been confirmed. It's actually on, it's a Walmart product. It's actually been confirmed on Vechain Tour. I'm sure there's more items, like there's a couple of mushroom items and now there's egg items. So these are like new items that we haven't seen before on Vechain Tour coming on board. And, you know, ever since last week when we had some confirmed, some confirmed items since the first confirmed items since Q4 2019, we have more items coming on Vechain Tour. So Walmart/Sam's Club, that thing is finally getting underway with the food tracking in China. We know the food tracking system at Walmart, basically with Vechain Tour, just got approved a few weeks ago. So now it looks like they're going full steam ahead with it. Hopefully we see more transactions. I think this combined with real items can actually make up for the increased transactions on Vechain Tour. Third thing, TokenSoft has distributed $4 million in equities via Ethereum blockchain. And the investors will receive a digital representation of their investments on the Ethereum blockchain using ERC-1404 tokens. Now, even though Ethereum technically is not as good as some of the other the newer blockchains, it is one of the oldest ones with a mainnet, and it does have a lot of tokens on it, so it will see a lot of usage. A lot of people have gotten used to Ethereum, and they tend to stay on it for as long as they can. As long as like the transactions don't jam up and cost a lot of money, which they eventually will, they will actually use Ethereum for it. So a lot of the issuances of bonds and stuff will actually happen on Ethereum in the future. So Ethereum still has a good future, despite the other like technology being a generation or two ahead of it in terms of blockchain. According to the company, investors in TokenSoft equity can or soon will be able to benefit from real-time authenticated access to ownership information with the provenance of transactions recorded on the Ethereum blockchain. So Ethereum will continue to have use in the future. Hopefully it can stretch out until Ethereum 2.0, but there is going to be a lot of competition coming in. So this is pretty cool. TokenSoft has distributed 4 million of their equity to investors using the Ethereum blockchain via digital representation. The last thing is that the digital euro actually has been tested in France. I think it's probably on Corda Enterprise. I don't know if it's on Ethereum or not, but this is just a test. And basically they announced it on May 20th. Bank of France. France has become the first country to successfully trial a digital euro, operational on a blockchain, following a call for new technology to back such a development at the end of March. The bank says it tested a sale of securities for central bank's digital currency, CBDC, on May 14th. signaling the beginning of more robust testing. So they're going to do a lot more testing. This is more for the wholesale side than the retailer side. Retail CBDCs would operate open to regular consumers like Bitcoin or Apple Pay. A wholesale CBDC would be the province of banks and institutional players. So this is really for banks and institutional players, which means like there's not going to be as many transactions. So I can actually see it sort of being on Ethereum. I think this was actually on Corda because I do remember this being on some kind of private blockchain. I think it was Corda Enterprise. I know that there was another digital euro being tested on Corda Enterprise as well. So pretty cool. They're getting on board with the CBDCs, at least in Europe, and Europe and China are really going to take the lead on this. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.